What's up, you guys? Today we're going to use Breath of Fire as a means to activate the core and make it stronger for L-sits. So your Breath of Fire, or Kapalabhati Pranayama, is characterized by full inhales and short, quick exhales. You don't need to necessarily go super fast to get the benefits. Here you can see me taking long breaths in and short, aggressive breaths out. And the movement you want to be able to create is the lift of your pelvic floor and of your diaphragm. So your navel draws into your spine. Your mula bandha is active, lifting the root lock, the area between your genitals and anus. And that activation will travel into the navel and the diaphragm. Just if you could imagine getting punched in the gut and all the air is quickly pressed out of you. This is important to do with a straight spine and work to relax the muscles in your face. It's easy to tense up in your face muscles, but you really want to direct the action to your core, right? And this will be a workout on its own. This is a tiring, kind of a taxing technique. So you can stretch a little bit after. Just take a back bend or two, because you'll start to get tight in your hip flexors and your core. So take a couple breaths in a back bend and start working on some L-sit drills. So the further you lean your chest forward, the harder this gets and the more you're going to get from it. But it's way harder, you guys. It doesn't take much. But I would start with your shoulders over your hips and just lift one leg at a time. By pointing your toes, you're activating the front. Okay, so the muscles in the front of your legs, the quads, the hip flexors, and they're just warming up. You're connecting those lines that you got active starting with your breath of fire. There's many different ways to do this, but most important thing is that you're moving with quality. You're breathing deep. Here, as you lift both legs, squeeze them together and you'll be able to activate a little bit more. You'll have a little more power. If the lift happens on an exhale, just like that explosive exhale from your breath of fire, you'll also be able to tap into a little more strength. So variations of L-sit drills happen all kinds of ways. Make sure you're resting in between. These are pretty taxing. Your flutter kicks, but characterized by pointing the toes. So now we're looking at a little more upper body strength as you start to do these scapula type dips. And we're just trying to warm up the shoulders as we do some lifted leg raises. Again, on the exhale is where you're lifting. Exhale and lift. Build into the slowly rest in between. But you'd like to get an exhale and then hold it in and lift. All right, hold your tight core, lift everything. And this is pretty tiring, but one of the most effective core exercises you can do. So here's your full L sit, and eventually you can transition to roll, right? You can roll over, which is pretty tough. You can see here I'm barely learning it. But there's a lot of other things you can do with your L sit. It's such a versatile tool, if anything, just to strengthen your core. Oof. Yeah, so good luck, you guys. Thanks for watching, and let me know if you have questions at the bottom.